Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Catalea and I thought I'd do the health aspect of my channel by starting off with 12 healthy habits and tips. Now I know it's very hard to maintain a healthy lifestyle no matter whether you are very active in your daily life, meaning you're working a lot, you're constantly on the move, versus if you're at home a lot and probably work from home, very sedentary. Either way it goes, I'm sure everybody has at least one or two habits on this list that they could definitely use to improve their life, because you can always improve yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to start this list off, I'm starting off with breakfast. So let's try not to skip breakfast as much. Now, I understand being in a rush, having to hurry up and get out of the house or get out of bed or make it to work or whatever the case may be, but try your hardest to just grab like a Nutri-Grain bar or an apple or a banana, a smoothie, just anything to kind of get your day started. You have no idea how much breakfast helps you in your everyday routine. It gives you like that boost of energy, and it keeps you from craving snacks as often throughout the day because you kind of already have that head start on the energy that your body needs in order to function for the rest of the day. Even if you have an early morning and you don't think you have enough time for it, it's super simple to just, next time you go to the grocery store, get some muffins or some energy bars. There's Cliff bars, there's Nutri-Grain, there's not honey bunches of oats. What's it called? Those Nature Valley. There's Nature Valley. So there's like a whole bunch of different things that you can grab that's just gonna help you that's gonna help give you that boost of energy that you need. And everyone needs it. I know I do. In the morning, I'm very slow, sluggish, don't want to get up. I am not one of those coffee people. So I have to get my energy from food in the morning instead of like coffee. For tip number 2, drink plenty of water. Now, I know I included this in my 5 tips for glowing up, but it's super important. A lot of people still aren't drinking enough water. Even if you think you are, you're probably not, because you have to drink half to your full body weight in ounces of water. So it's not 64 ounces anymore. It's, well, if you weigh 150 pounds, then you need to drink somewhere between 75 and 150 ounces of water a day. And if you're like active, like sweating, that's what I mean active. So if you're dehydrating your body in any way, shape, or form, whether that be sweating or drinking soda or whatever, you might need a little bit more. I'm not saying to overdo it. You probably just need maybe about another 10, 20 ounces. What I like to do is I like to do the half my body weight to my full body weight in water. So if I'm in between there, I'm happy. And if I had soda, for every 8 ounces of soda I've had, or coffee or tea or anything that's dehydrating, I also do another 8 ounces of water. So an ounce per ounce to whatever dehydrates you. So if you had 10 ounces of soda, then 10 ounces of water, 16 ounces of soda, 16 ounces of water, and so on and so forth. For tip number 3, cut back on your electronics. Now, I'm not saying cut them out of your life. I'm just saying kind of wean it back a little bit, especially with TikTok and YouTube and everything that everybody's doing. It's very easy to get just swooped up in it all, and then next thing you know, 4 or 5 hours have passed and you haven't really done anything. So what I do, just for me personally, I have an iPhone that has like a wind down feature. And so I just kind of cut back on my electronics, right? Like 45 minutes before bed, and I'll just read, or I'll find some other type of relaxing technique to do, which I'm actually not going to get too far into it because they are healthy habits as well. So I will actually just jump right into those. So for number 4, we're going to do try yoga. So I am going to include like a clip somewhere on the screen of me doing yoga just so you can kind of get the grasp of what I mean. I'm not saying you need to go out full-blown advanced yoga moves. There are yoga moves for going to bed if that's what you want. If that's something you guys are interested in me doing, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to put a video out of like an in-depth before you go to bed yoga routine. For tip number 5, this is also something you can use to cut back on your electronics, but also something you can incorporate in the middle of the day if you want, which is meditate. Meditating it doesn't have to be super long. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 20 minutes. It just depends on you. If you need more time to self-evaluate, to kind of center yourself and get the right perspective for the day, then you can take more time. If you need less, then take less. But what I do for meditating, I just kind of focus on the goals that I have for today, the mood I want to be in, and focus on maintaining that for the entirety of the day. For tip number 6, journal. Now this ties into meditating and self-reflection and centering yourself, but it also helps you reevaluate things later on. So like at the end of the week, I like to go back on and look at what I journaled on. So how did I feel on Monday? How did I feel on Tuesday? And I typically do this on a Saturday or a Sunday. And I'm like, what could I have done different? What could I have done better? What was good about that day? What was bad about that day? What did I learn from that day? This self-reflection also helps you do better in the upcoming week. It helps you improve yourself, which is honestly all we're ever trying to do. And this is definitely going to be a healthy habit that I'm sure anybody can do. You can journal on your phone. You can get a notebook. There are, I know there are journals on like, I know there are I know there are guided journals on Amazon that you can use that kind of give you prompts for you to answer if you don't know where to start. So journaling is a huge, huge thing you can do that's super simple and super quick. Like I'm telling you, this will probably last you, it'll probably take like 5-10 minutes and then you're done. You just write about, hey, this is how I felt today. This is what was good about today. This was what was bad about today. And this is what I wish had happened, or this is what I'm grateful for, whatever the case may be. So, and you can also use this as something before you go to bed. So it doesn't have to be you don't have to just read before you go to bed. You can journal, you can meditate, you can do yoga, you can do anything before you go to bed just to help you cut back on electronics. So you're not using as much, especially because it also helps you sleep a whole lot better, which is actually tip number 7, which is get plenty of rest or sleep, because a lot of people, me included, are up all night long and not get enough sleep, wondering why we're tired in the morning when we went to bed at 1 and woke up at 6. So get plenty of sleep, even if that means trying to get just an extra half an hour of sleep. I heard that if you keep the room dark and cool at night, it actually helps you sleep deeper. And then if you try to cut back on your electronics and do those tips like the yoga, the meditating, or the journaling before you go to bed, it also kind of calms your mind down from the hecticness of the day. So you don't really have to worry about, oh, this, and this. And actually, if you do that, it actually, well, I already said that, but if you do that, it helps you calm down. And instead of being super frantic, super uncoordinated, your mind feels like it's racing when you're going to bed, this will help it slow down so you can actually relax and go to sleep. Okay, for tips 8 and 9, they kind of coincide with each other, so that's why I'm going to put them together. One is reduce sitting, and the other is take exercise breaks. So I know I'm currently sitting right now, but that's just because I'm recording this. But when I say take exercise breaks, I mean if you're working from home, or if you are having like an off day, like not an off day, but like if you are at home off from work or whatever the case may be, and you find yourself sitting for a long period of time, just try to get up and walk around for maybe 5 minutes every hour. that you're up. I'm not saying get up in the middle of the night to walk around for 5 minutes. I'm just saying to just get up and move around a little bit, whether that be have a glass of water right next to you. And then if you do that, then it also helps you drink more water, because you have to go back and get some more from the kitchen or wherever the case may be, from the cooler if you're at work. And then it also helps you get your steps in. And the more water you drink, the more often you'll have to use the bathroom, which also helps you get your steps in and move a little bit more and be less sedentary, because sitting all the time isn't really good for you. I know no one really wants to just be up and moving constantly. And for those people that are constantly standing, you kind of need the opposite. So you do need to take sitting breaks if you're exercising all the time. Give your muscles some time to just chill for a second. So if they're in a constant state of chill, they need to get up and moving. But if they're in a constant state of moving, they need like little breaks of chilling. Or relaxing. So just take small exercise breaks. Don't overdo it, especially like there are standing desks that you can get if you work from home, or I think there's some in offices. And then there's also those small treadmills that you can put under your desk. So like, let's say you're working from home, you can actually walk while you're working, which is your exercise break. And then that way you don't have to stop doing what you need to do. Me personally, which I have done a video of, I like to exercise while I'm watching TV. So whether that be walking on the walking treadmill or just doing small little exercises, it doesn't really matter. And I will also link that video down below of me just working out and randomly just watching TV. I think I was watching cartoons or something, just to relax, kind of let my mind wind down, but also kind of get that little burst of energy from working out. Tip number 11, keep a to-do list. Now, I write mine down. There are some apps to do it on your phone. There are like some little magnetic boards you can put on your refrigerator to kind of keep track, but a to-do list helps you stay organized. I have such a hard time staying organized, and I know so many other people do as well, especially with there's something new always coming up constantly. And then you're like, well, let me go ahead and take care of this. But then you forgot what you were doing to begin with. So you're like, okay, so now I have to do this, I have to do that. So I have to pay this bill, or I need to go and get some more, or I need to go grocery shopping, or I just ran out of toilet paper, or we need paper towels, or my cat or dog ran out of food, or whatever the case may be. Just making a to-do list of everything you need to get done. Now, I'm saying to have like 3 lists. Now, hear me out, because I know that sounds like a lot. I would have a daily to-do list, a weekly to-do list, and a monthly to-do list. Things that only need to be done once a month should be on your monthly to-do list. Things that only need to be done once a week should be on your weekly to-do list. And then things that need to be done kind of frequently or daily should be on your daily to-do list. And the reason why I say that is because if you just make a to-do list with everything that you have to do daily, weekly, and monthly, it's going to seem overwhelming. You're like, oh my goodness, there's so much stuff I need to do today. But some of those things you don't have to do that day. Some things you just need to do later on in the week. Now, make sure that you get it done before the week's up. But if you have like, let's say you do laundry like once a week, you can have a set day that you want to do laundry. So on that to-do list, that weekly to-do list, you can put laundry and then put Wednesday next to it. Or if you want to go grocery shopping on Saturday, which I wouldn't do because it's really packed. But let's say you do online grocery shopping or whatever, and you just want to set aside the time to figure out what you need and, order it. Then just put groceries and then put Saturday next to it. So it's super simple, and it makes you feel less hectic, and it's going to make your days a whole lot easier when you don't feel like there's a million things you need to do and there's only 24 hours in a day. And like 16 hours of it is the only time you're actually up, because everyone needs their sleep. And I would still try and get like 8 to 9 hours. So my last tip, because I'm not really trying to keep you guys here super long, is learn something new. When I say learn something new, I don't mean go back to school and just try and learn a whole bunch of stuff. It could be something super simple. A new hairstyle, a new yoga move, a new makeup routine, a new skincare routine. It could be anything, just something new. You could try and learn a new word a day. You could, I don't know, try and learn about a new bird or a new butterfly, or learn something new about your pet or your significant other. There's constantly things for us to learn, and they always say that, oh, I learned something new. You learn something new every day. Well, actually try to learn something new every day, because a lot of people don't actively try, and then it's going to expand your horizons. It's going to broaden your mind. Yeah, I said that right. And you're just gonna feel like more well-rounded. I would try something that you're not normally used to. Maybe get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Not too much, just a tad bit. So like, let's say you're really big on makeup, but not very big on skincare. Maybe dip your toe into skincare a little bit. Or maybe you're really good at skincare and not good at makeup, or not good at hair, or not good at fashion, don't know how to pair clothes together correctly, or you want to buy different types of shoes. Like, let's say like me, I love tennis shoes, and I am not actually buying enough of heels and stuff. So that's something that I definitely want to broaden my horizons towards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you do, and leave a comment down below what else you guys want to see, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.